So I'm back on the Rocket MkII kit, and today I've been building the Strongback and doing a dry assembly of the whole boat, which you can see here. So let's get into the video and I'll talk you through the process.
So the first thing to do is to put together the rest of the frame support legs. This is a process which I showed in part 3 of the video series when I was putting together frame 5. So I've just followed the same procedure that you can see in that video. Just putting together the two parts of the frame support and using a little block in the vise just to square everything up and help get the alignment right between the two pieces. So next then I'm on to machining the timber for the Strongback. I'm just using some nice long lengths of pine for this. And ordinarily I would like to machine this using the surface planing method that I showed in the keel construction video. To make the aft section of the keel nice and straight, I surface plane the timber first to give me two really straight reference edges. As a preference I would have done that with Strongback as well, but because these are such long lengths, it was a bit difficult to get 4.8 meters over the top of the surface planer, and it's a bit too wieldy to handle in that manner, so I've just thicknessed them as normal basically. Because they were really nice straight flat sawn boards, it wasn't a problem, so that worked out fine doing that method. Planing the edges of the timber in particular is something that I wouldn't normally do in the thicknesser part of the machine. Out of preference, I would always do this on the surface planer, but again I struggled to get these lengths through my machine and I couldn't even get them through the table saw actually, so this was pretty much the only option I had for cleaning these up. But because they're really nicely sawn, it did work out okay. So then I'm just cutting 3 small cross members for the Strongback. So it's quite a simple form, it's just made up of 2 long timbers and then 3 cross-sectional pieces. And then we're into assembly, so that's really just a case of picking the rough position that you want to build the boat in and getting your long timbers roughly in position and then starting to attach the cross members. So I'm just using a clamping guide here to make sure everything's nice and square. It also just helps to hold the piece of timber in place whilst I can get some screws into it and everything's not kind of moving around. So it just makes the job a bit more straightforward. So I'm just starting at the forward end of the Strongback, getting those 2 long timbers fixed together at one end, and then I'll put the other 2 cross members in afterwards. So after I've done that, it's a case of levelling up the Strongback. So I just started at one end, and there's a number of ways you could do this. You could just put packers underneath each corner. I've just made some short vertical legs which are going to stand on the floor. And then I'm just sort of lifting the Strongback into place, getting it level, and using a clamp to hold those vertical legs in place until I'm happy with the position. And then I'm screwing the legs to the Strongback so that they're permanently fixed. You might note I'm also marking the position of the legs on the floor, so if the Strongback moves at all, you are of course going to lose your levelled reference. If I was going to be building a complete boat, I think I'd be inclined probably to fix these legs to the floor with some sort of angle bracket or something, and actually screw this down so it definitely wouldn't move. So you know that once you've set that up nice and level, it's going to stay there and the boat is going to follow on from that, because it's your base for aligning everything on the boat really. So you want to make sure that it's nice. And there's quite a bit of back and forth really, making little adjustments, checking the level, and making sure you're happy with everything, both lengthways and crossways. So after that then, it's a case of getting the boat onto the Strongback. So the first thing is the keel. There are 2 stem supports on this design, which just fit up underneath the breast hook and clamp either side of the stem. And then they just sit on the forward cross member of the Strongback there. And then it's a case of putting the frame support legs onto the frames. I'm just clamping these in place, but you could tack them in place with a little bit of glue, or you could even screw them to the frames if you weren't too worried about having a little hole there to fill afterwards or something. There's a number of ways you could go about that. Frame number 4 is the first one to put on with this boat in particular. Because of the step, this is the only frame that actually fits onto the keel up from underneath. So this one kind of needs to be threaded onto the keel. So that one's got to go on first. All the rest of the frames just slot down from the top over the keel, so they can go on in any order afterwards. So you'll see the frame support legs are positioning the frames at the correct height with reference to the Strongback. And lengthways, these are actually positioned using the keel form that we used to make the keel back in the keel assembly video. So what I'm doing for now is I'm just roughly positioning the frames lengthways with a little measurement. What I would actually do going forward would probably be to mark the keel from the keel form, just so you've got a reference line there with those frames. But it's not too much trouble just to jiggle them into position when you put the keel form in. But a line on the keel will just help you get a little bit closer in the first instance, which would be quite handy. So then it's in with the keel form, and that just kind of slots through the middle of all the frames, and then it should fit down over each one. This will help you position the frames vertically and also align their horizontal position. So you can see frame 5 there just needed a little bit of a shift forwards until it was in line with the form, and then that should drop down into place. And if your material thicknesses are correct, this should all be quite a nice tight fit and give you good alignment of the frames. And then I'm just clamping each frame in position to get everything tied up nice and tight. So at this stage I'm just dry fitting every frame I always find it good to just put everything together dry first, make sure that it's all as it should be, and you get your head around how everything goes together before you start applying any glue or anything like that. So from this stage forward then, there is still quite a bit of alignment to do. The keel form will position oil frames correctly lengthways down the boat, and the strongback and the support legs will keep all of the frames at the correct height. You do still have to make sure that all the frames are square, so they need to be square in relation to the keel, and they also need to be in a vertical position. There are a number of ways that you can do that, and the strongback will help you to make all of those corrections. That should really be done as you put the stringers into the boat, so you'll need to be constantly making corrections to the frames to keep them all nice and square and straight as you put the boat together, and keep checking those measurements before you fit anything permanently as you go through the build process from here on. So you can use the strongback to make sure the frames are vertical in a couple of ways. You can either run a spirit level up the frame and check that it's vertical. That's one of the reasons for making sure that your strongback is level, so that when you're referencing everything else on the boat, you start from a good base. You could also use large framing squares and measure up from the strongback against the back edge of that frame to make sure that they're vertical. And to make sure that they're perpendicular to the keel as well, you could use a large framing square, run that from the strongback across the frame support legs, and that will make sure that you've got everything nice and square. You could also take measurements and mark with a square all the positions down the strongback where the frame support legs should fit, and that will make sure that nothing's twisted and all the frames are nice and square with reference to the keel. So there are a number of ways that you can use the strongback to help you get everything nice and true with the boat. So its kind of function is a little bit more than just positioning everything. It gives you that reference to be constantly working from and checking against as you install the stringers on the boat going forward. You may have noticed that there's a slight bit of gapping on frame 1 here, and the reason for that is that the frames haven't yet been faired where they meet either the keel or the stem, and that's particularly evident in frame 1 here, where the angle between the vertical frame and the stem coming through it is quite a bit more noticeable. So the base of frame 1 where it meets the stem needs to be faired, which basically means taking a measurement for the gap that's on the aft side there and removing the same amount of material on the forward side, which will then mean that frame 1 will sit up nicely against the stem on both sides. That will then of course bring the keel form down into its correct position, and everything in this forward section will then sit nicely. That's also slightly the case with frame 2 and all of the frames in effect, but as the keel flattens out and the angle between the frames and the keel becomes less, it's not seen to quite such an extent. So there's a small amount of fairing to do just on these parts to get them properly seated on the keel before they can be permanently fixed into place.
So that pretty much covers as far as I'm going to go with this project. I wanted to just show the basis of the kit and how everything that's included with the plan sets works with regards to alignment and helping you get the boat set up. This same process is going to be adopted across all of my plan designs, so no matter what the boat is, it's going to be built using the same principles. The idea really behind these kits is to make them a little bit more obtainable for the average person that hasn't built a boat before and was a bit sort of daunted by the lofting process or not sure how to get everything set up and aligned nicely. The principle really behind these kits is that it makes all of that a lot easier and hopefully gets a few more people into the hobby. The next project I'm going to be getting started on is a restoration, so that boat's going to be coming into the workshop in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be starting to document the whole process of that, which should be quite interesting and something a little bit different. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please remember to do that and you'll be able to keep up to date with what I'm up to. Okay, so thanks for watching. Cheers guys.